and we've got our notch. I've got the fireboard placed on a piece of bark. It's just an old piece of dead bark. I'm going to put it on there, and I've also got some cedar ready to go to put the coal in. One of the mistakes a lot of people make when they go to start a fire with a bow drill is they work hard, they get that coal, and then they try and rush. I've made most coals to the point where that coal will last 4, 5, 8 minutes even. We've had some big coals the size of large marbles, and if I spun for a long time, that coal is going to increase in size. We're not going to do that today, but we're not going to rush either. Now, a couple of other tricks while we're setting this up. A lot of people, when they spin a long time, I don't have to spin a long time, but when they spin a long time, this spindle, right at the most inopportune time it seems, starts to slip inside of this cordage. One of the ways that you can fix that, and a very simple procedure, is when you have your hand on the back, you put your 4 fingers under and kind of cup the bow and put your thumb on top. And if you can see, I can push that, squeeze that string between my finger and my thumb. That will instantly tighten that string back up so I don't have any slippage. So let's get this up here. Let's put it on. Now again, that spindle fits right into that handhold. And I'm going to back my foot up just a hair here. Let's hold that tight. Now you don't want to put a lot of pressure when you start, just enough to keep it in there. As soon as you see smoke, start to put a little more pressure. When you're here with your drill and you are turning that fire, you want to put this arm around your leg and brace your wrist against your shin. Actually, when I'm teaching classes, sometimes I tie the people's wrist to their shin so that it can't move. And what that will do is keep that nice and tight, and you can get good downward pressure in there. And that's the good way to do that. So keep your wrist tight, and that'll help you to stabilize that drill so it's not moving all over. So when you start up, you don't want to spin too fast, just enough to warm up that drill. You can see some smoke. Now I'm going to start to put some pressure, and I'm going to really drill in there a few times. And I think we got a coal. You can see that forming. Now again, we're just going to let that form. We're not going to fight with it. We're not going to do anything to it till it coagulates a little bit. Once that coagulates a little bit, we're going to transfer it into our tinder bundle. And what I'll do is just take a small piece of bark here, and I'll scrape that off. Put the rest of the dust in there as well, and then blow that into a fire. There you go, we have fire. So again, it's a very quick, very easy technique out in the bush to get a fire without matches, without any kind of tinder, without any kind of lighters or anything else. It's really not that difficult. Now there are some woods that work better than other woods. I want to talk to you that for just a moment. This mule fat is just an awesome wood. It's great. You can see that I went about halfway through my fireboard here with that, and that's okay because this is a good fireboard. I can come back, cut that fireboard off, and use this for 40-50 more fires. So that's a good fireboard, good combination right there. Some other woods that are really good are willow on willow. Sycamore on sycamore also works very well. I had a challenge about a year ago that you had to make a fire in 20 minutes from scratch. And what I did was take sycamore and just cut it down and make everything there. And we actually failed the test. It was 22 minutes from start to finish. But we didn't do too awful bad. We were right there. Willow on willow, as I said, yucca stalks work very well for a spindle, as do mullein stalks if you can get ones that are thicker so that they don't break. This is David Wendell with Bushcraft on Fire. We appreciate having you with us today. Hope you have an incredible day and hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your support, and keep watching the channel for more videos.